I mean,
Really, you need to leverage Joseph's connections.
yeah, probably a good idea.
Oh, that will be part of the step if it happens. And y'all will probably be references, personal
Like,
references too. Just
pers-
saying.
personal
Yeah.
references don't, at least at where I'm at now, they don't ask for personal references anymore.
Yeah.
Nope,
I
they're gonna
change
ask. Yeah.
jobs every 2 years.
See, for my job,
Or I
they not
have.
only called every personal reference, they also sent them letters that they had to mail back before I could get hired.
Man, I don't see how you jump jobs every 2 years, man. I've been at the same place for almost 10.
I've been at my current place for like 2.5. But like it's there's a whole IT mentality where the easiest way to bump up your pay
Yeah.
is to change jobs.
It has
And
been
Yeah.
showing that, like, especially in our generation, that to get the highest paycheck possible is to move around as much as possible. I don't know how that's going to fuck us over, though, in the long run with retirements and things.
well, we're already
I
fucked
mean,
over. We don't get a retirement. We get our 401k that we have to fund and hopefully
mhm.
the company funds. Really, there is
God,
only advantage with hopping because you don't get pigeonholed into being able to do one activity at one company. You plug yourself into being able to do a million different things in your specialization at a million different companies. It makes you more marketable. I don't know why you wouldn't do it.
it depends on which field in tech you're at. What I do is the scope is so narrow for it that there's not a lot of companies that do it. So I can stick around in mine for a lot longer than say you can do for yours.
Well, I would say I don't have a counter for your specific field, but in my field as software, any company who is not a software company right now is going to fail within the next 5 to 10 years, and they aren't going to be around to have to worry about. Like you need to be able to do,
Yeah.
from my perspective in software in general, I need to be able to do software anywhere, and the only way to do
So
that is to do it everywhere.
yeah, so my company has been around since the early '90s. So they're pretty steady. So I'm confident they'll be there for a while yet.
Those
Just because
government contracts, man.
let me tell you, man. Let me tell you. All right. As soon as Jeff gets going, I mean, what I posted in the Discord is basically it. It's going to be just super freeform tonight. I don't have anything specifically planned. So anything that you guys want to do, anywhere that you guys want to go, you're about to hit the final dungeon of the campaign. So you know where you've been, you know what you've done. If there's anything that you would like to do, anywhere you would like to go, any one thing that you would like to accomplish, now's the time.
I want to load up on potions.
Always a good thing.
I want to buy all the potions
Like
that ever existed and turn them into a
like
cocktail.
like you have so much money that this should not be an issue.
So, to add to the money, I watched a video about how using the pigments, the magical pigments, you can turn that into an infinite amount of money.
Oh boy. Hey man, it's your world.
So, can we just say I have all the money and I can do whatever I want?
Well, I have to fuck with you a little bit.
Okay, we gotta roll some dice.
Okay,
I don't need
so
that much money. I should be more pious. I'm formerly a cleric.
pious, but when your personalities merge, it creates a new personality.
This is
So
true. I'm formerly pious. More
so you might have
Vegapulser.
you
There's
might
nobody
have
supposed to be more than pious people.
you might
Might
have
have-
like a little bit of hesitation. Like you're just like I'm gonna do all of this stuff, but then you have that moment hesitation of maybe I shouldn't.
Well,
But then
I'm not saying that I shouldn't. I'm saying, would it occur to Armin to make treasure?
hmm,
But we have a lot of money.
you have a lot of money.
How much?
You
How
have
much? So as a question is here's my question, and you don't
Yeah.
have to answer if you don't think if you think it's in our best interest to not know, that's fine. Are we going to go from this is the session, and we're going to do all our preparations, and then next session we're at the front door, or are we going to do some travel stuff?
If you want to do some travel stuff, we can do some travel stuff. It's just
talk about travel.
well, you're not the only person at the party, so
That's why I'm asking.
So that's what I just said. If there's anything you want to do, anywhere you want to go, now's the time to do it. It does not have to be within the confines of this one session.
Sorry, Anna texted me. And when she texted me, it's a panic. What were you saying?
Oh, I was just going to say, it doesn't have to be in the confines of the session. It could take a couple of sessions to get yourselves prepared if you want. So,
I believe in us. I think we can do it in one.
But from what the Empyrean told you last session, he's basically dropping you near where the final dungeon is. So if you wanted to, you could go scope it out, then be like, all right, we're going to come back and go do your... Basically, this is your side quest cleanup time in the campaign.
Excuse me.
I just want to have one more gladiatorial combat with someone totally unsuspecting and beneath me, just to like literally toss them around the ring.
I'll challenge you. I'm not
some
unsuspecting.
Some PvP here. All right, we can always do that. I'm gonna go grab another beer while we still wait on Jeff. Because just a minute is not just a minute.
It's never just a minute. Oh, there he is.
I'm still grabbing that beer.
I was gonna not drink and just drink water, but now I'm kind of feeling like a beer again.
Maybe have two.
I was thinking about it.
Get one for each hand.
So
That's why God gave you two hands.
This is true. Well, I already had 2 drinks. We went to Mellow Mushroom for dinner, and they had this Grateful Dead drink. And it's so tasty. And it's sneaky. So I had 2 of those. And then I was going to drink more, but then what happened? I laid down in bed like at 7:30.
Bad idea.
And almost didn't show up. So I'm drinking water.
You should get another beer.
Beer.
Give me a little bit. We'll see in about half an hour. If I can cope.
Also, even if I wasn't banned from drinking right now, probably not a good idea because the highs are getting to like 99 this week.
It was ridiculously hot today. I don't know about how it was down in your and Brett's area, but up here it was pretty bad.
It was hot. We were outside putting some stuff together, and I think we lasted about 2 hours before I was like, screw this.
Yeah, seriously.
I wasn't really outside much today, but Friday I got so hot that I went into the Burger King parking lot and Burger King bathroom and went to one of the stalls and just stood there like dripping on the floor.
Oh.
And are those uniforms polyester or do they just look polyester?
Polyester, yeah.
So you're on a motorcycle in polyester in 90-degree weather.
Knee-high leather boots, Kevlar vest, helmet,
Good God.
undershirt, Kevlar, overshirt, skin-tight pants, knee-high leather boots, knee-high socks.
How do you just not... God, how are you not dehydrated all the time?
Yeah, I constantly drink water.
They give you an IV, you just poke into your leg while you're working as you're driving
Even
around.
being hydrated, I'm assuming it's as humid in Columbus as it is here. Hydration doesn't matter. You can't sweat it out.
That's true.
Yeah,
It's
that's why I
like-
was dripping. Like, I pulled my vest over my head and I literally was dripping on the ground.
That was
That's
me
rough.
This morning. I went to downtown Woodstock and did some stroller jogging for like 3 miles, and I just had to sit down and drain all the sweat off of me for 10 minutes afterwards. It was awful.
One day I took off my undershirt and I like threw it on the ground on the way to the shower, and when I got out, I stepped on it and it squished.
Gross.
That's the worst. Okay, everybody's here. Everybody's here.
Okay.
All right. Jeff, you were too busy looking at your haul from today to jump on, huh?
To jump on what?
To jump on here.
Oh no, I was busy doing chores, trying to get them done before the game started, and then the children started doing stuff.
Ah, children. Children.
Yep.
They are quite literally the worst.
Yep.
Okay, so at the end of the last session, you defeated Ozak. You didn't get to talk to him because Eastaval got a little too gung-ho and sliced him in half.
Did I?
You did. The killing blow was cutting him in twain.
Was cutting the wizard in half?
Mm-hmm. You went up to him and you hit him so hard you cleaved him in twain, and as he did, he cursed your name as his two parts just burned into nothing. Because you did a higher level cast of radiant as well.
I love that your response to that is just,
Well, I thought that I was down there engaging the Empyrean.
No. Remember, you got.
Did I leap up there?
You didn't leap up there because Arena used the pigment to make a hole in the floor, and the Empyrean fell through. So then everybody turned to the wizard.
Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what happened. So.
Gotcha.
So the Empyrean crawled his way back out, thanked the party for freeing him from his imprisonment of the wizard, and earned you a boon. Did everybody pick their boon?
yes.
Absolutely.
And you put it on your character sheet.
Yes.
Okay. And you all leveled up to 20.
Likely.
And D,
Definitely
you're
did that.
17 for monk and 3 for sorcerer, unless you did
Yes.
otherwise.
Correct.
Okay. And then he thanked you for freeing him, and then he dropped you at a city nearest to Hamun's final dungeon, which just so happens, if I can find the map, I've got so many maps on my thing here. Got like 70 of them. Drag your tokens to... Should have done this before I started talking.
Oh, well, we'll be all right.
Too many maps. Too many maps. There we go. All right, you are on the 5th. He drops you down into the remains of Myth Dranor. He appears alongside you as you all teleport back to the city. And you see Davril and the one of the heads of the Wizard Council speaking to each other.
So,
As you port into the city, they both turn to you and they both look up and see the big Empyrean man standing there. Boom. And they say, Davril steps forward and says, who's your friend there?
that's a good question. I don't remember his name.
He didn't give his name.
What was your name, friend?
You can call me
Big Daddy.
Oh,
John.
Brag.
John, for my name would take way too long to properly say.
This is John. My name would take way too long to properly say.
You're a smartass, aren't you?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, this is why demigods hate him.
I would like to spend the entire session fighting Valkyr.
Yeah, I'm totally down for getting him in an arena.
So the Empyrean reaches up and a seam appears and he pulls off the mask.
It was me all along, motherfuckers.
Oh, speaking of masks, did we ever get the demon masks off of our face?
No, they're
Hey,
still
Devil,
there.
where are these masks? Help us, Magic Man.
Help us, Magic Man.
This
Where-
seems like a terrible idea to still have on.
Where did you get those?
Somewhere in an evil wizard's dungeon, we thought it'd be funny to put them on as a prank.
Well, it's not funny.
You guys-
We did
you guys-
scare Istival.
You guys are always getting into trouble. Devil walks up to you, taps his cane on both of your faces, and the masks fall off.
Were they just cursed pieces of wood? Davros?
They were cursed at a very high level. If you would have kept wearing them, you probably would have died.
Fun.
So they weren't like Chinese finger traps, and they were just too stupid to get them off. They're like, damn thing won't come off.
Well,
I want to fight Valkyr. Where is that son of a bitch? Has the stupid pirate god made an appearance over here yet?
I have not seen him since he was last throwing you about like a rag doll.
Things
I
have
wouldn't
changed.
mind,
I have a talking sword now.
I wouldn't mind getting a little physical with him either.
Dang.
Hey yo!
You can wait in line.
Oh no, I don't take sloppy seconds.
Don't worry, there won't be seconds. He'll be
There
done.
won't be anything left.
Well, only one person in this party knows how to contact him.
If I just yell Valkyr's a dick really loud, does that summon him?
You can try.
I see your character doing that, like looking straight up, like, "Fuck you, Valkyr."
Give me an aggression roll.
Aggression roll. Is that a roll?
No.
Let me pull up my character sheet. I'll figure out-
Intimidation.
Intimidate the sky.
Performance.
But no, like the worse you do at it, the better it works.
You mean so he would only show up if I sounded like a little bitch. If I sounded
Like if you Valkyr,
Get over here.
and then he shows up just laughing at you.
All right. Just so we know he's a coward who only fights he'll win.
You have to shamelessly debase yourself for him to
All right,
appear.
so shamelessly debase yourself.
Oh
All right,
god.
so
Well, I've done that before.
then you roll me an intimidation roll. We're gonna scream at this guy with intimidation.
I don't know that. So I Sean want to fight Valkyr.
Yeah.
I don't know if Arena would. I don't know if that's the most important.
Okay.
thing.
Well, it is your character,
But if
so
he shows up, then I'm gonna fight him. Yolanda.
I'll
Serious
find him
says-
later.
I want
so
Duly
you are
noted.
ready to fight a demigod.
if he shows up, we're gonna throw hands and see what happens.
All right. Well, I
I
mean,
won't be able to help myself.
God, I changed my earlier statement. Maybe you shouldn't keep drinking. If you're fighting demigods.
I'll be back.
oh no.
Something about the nectar of the gods.
Ooh, that's tasty. So, can we find out more about this, the Empyrean? Since he seems to be sticking around and he's gonna just like pop in, drop us like, see y'all.
You can ask him anything you want.
I'd like to ask him a little bit more about. Tell me about yourself, Empyrean. What was his name? Greg?
John.
John.
John. Oh, okay.
Jose.
Correct.
So where are you from, John?
You good, man.
Well, I am from
What's your home plane? Who's your daddy or mama?
Can I fight them?
Is he
Don't
rich
you
like
fight
me?
hang on, let me pull up my notes. I should have pulled up my notes, but this is what happens when you don't. When you start asking questions.
Birth.
John turns to you and he says, I am from the Gates of the Moon.
Gates of the Moon.
Is that like a lunar plane, or is he like? Is there a moon that he's from? Are you
Which
from the
moon?
moon?
Like the moon?
Like
Which
that one?
moon?
I point up.
No, not the moon. I'm from Saloon's divine realm.
Oh, okay.
Saloon's moon?
All right. So Saloon then. That's
She's my mother.
Aw, that's sweet. That's some good role playing right there. Aw, how cute.
Aww.
Who is Saloon and what is this lunar plane?
Okay,
Haven't we
No,
dealt with
get-
Saloon before?
You've been to her plane before.
Yeah.
That's not where
Yeah.
the demon was stuck, right?
That is where the demon was stuck.
Ooh.
She is a goodly. She's like the moon goddess, right?
Yes.
Or like the goddess of night, or
Yeah. So, Sean, give me a history roll to see how much you know about this.
Excellent. I'm really good at history, you guys. Only -1.
As you roll, you start grunting.
Ooh, look hard.
You know that it is one of the divine realms.
Hey, does your mommy keep prisoners of demons?
Yeah, there was at one point a demon invasion trying to overthrow the divine realm. I stepped in and basically cursed one of the demon generals. She's probably still there. I made it to where she can't die, so it's an eternal hell for her.
Feels like a kind of a dick move.
Back
Well-
up. What?
Well, she invaded our realm. She tried to overthrow the realm with as the head general and her many armies. Me and a couple of my brothers stepped in and we laid waste to them. And instead of just outright killing her and sending her down to one of the lower hells, I just basically put a curse on her to where she's stuck in our realm. She can't die, and if she tries to kill herself, she just comes back in the divine realm. It's a total hell for her. It's hilarious.
Sure. Let me bounce this back at you. Exactly what I heard. You and your brothers, 2 or 3, took on an entire army of demons, clobbered them mercilessly. They didn't stand a chance. And you were
Not at
like,
all.
You know what? Since y'all just showed up to the door, even though it was easy peasy killings, you're cursed forever. You can't die. Fuck you.
Yeah, well, they get what they deserve.
All y'all gods are bitches. Fuck y'all. This is just.
I
wasn't
You
sure if
see-
you were going to go with
rude.
respect for
You
that.
see-
or...
I wouldn't put it past someone from the material plane not to understand the higher level things going on here.
That's so condescending.
Well, this guy is like 30 feet tall, right?
I'm like,
Well, if I do remember, I was aware during that whole fight, even though I didn't have control of my actions, I do remember almost stomping you.
and I do remember you not stomping me and falling to your death from paint.
Why you gotta aggro everything that's bigger than you? Are you a fucking chihuahua?
Why do gods,
Little man
and
syndrome.
gods all have to be dicks to everyone?
But you don't worry about the affairs of the higher orders.
Again, very condescending.
Look at me.
Sir
I'm
Eastbald's
so
going to
strong.
I don't like guns because they're all dicks.
Sir
Seriously.
Eastbald's going to cough and say, "Thanks for the information. Hey, Davril, what's going on? What's new?"
Walks away while everyone's
Just change the subject. I'm gonna use my my channel divinity, emissary of peace.
I hope that's a really big mallet and I don't see it coming. Just knock
Emissary
me
of
out,
peace.
drive me away.
The blackjack hits you in the back of the head.
Just thwack. So you ask Davril what's going on.
Yeah, what's new?
Davril says, well, we have located, after countless losses of life, where Hamun's, I guess you could say, dungeon lies. We've sent several scouts, dozens, but only a few have come back. Don't know what has happened to the rest. But it's not looking too great on what's going on in there.
Shouldn't the survivors be able to tell us something?
Yeah, I can call him over if you'd like.
Absolutely. We need
Davril waves his hand, and a couple of scouts step forward. They look a little worn, but not worse for wear. What will you ask of us?
Were you able to gain entrance into his home?
Entrance. We did have a few that made it in, but none have come back out, is the problem. But we know where the entrance is.
Okay, is the entrance guarded or locked or...
It's not guarded by physical means, but magical means.
Okay, when you say magical means, do you mean like a force field, or we gotta say the password? Like, how did y'all get in?
It's more of a magical force field.
Okay, so if we could pierce the force field or deactivate it momentarily, we'll be able to slip in.
So what we did is there were a series of glyphs that surrounded the area, and we disabled some of them enough where we were able to pass through without hurting ourselves. But those people that went in never came back out.
Okay, that's helpful.
Do you I'm gonna look over at the Empyrean and say, do you think you could help us with that? What aid can you provide us in our? I mean, we have a common enemy. What aid can you offer us with your godly power to help stop?
A magical barrier? It's probably nothing. I could help you get through this, no problem. The fight, though, I can help you no further than getting in. For my, I guess you could say, action is more inaction.
It sounds like cowardice coming from a god.
It's not cowardice, it is
Divine politics.
divine politics. I can't sway too hard one way or the other, or some of the higher deities may step in, and then it becomes very unfriendly.
I'm gonna wave him off and walk away. Everything he says bothers me. I'll have more luck talking to us mere Faerunians than any of these gods and their divine power.
I can help you get through the barrier, he says, but I can help you go no further. He says as you're walking away.
We appreciate the aid.
Me
Anything?
too. Maybe not him.
Yeah, maybe not him, but anything you can provide us is greatly appreciated.
He's just walking backwards doing this.
That is it.
The scouts ask if there is anything else that they can help you provide.
How long a trip is it? To
It's about a day's ride out.
days right out. And there's nothing at the entrance. No undead. Just a big
Drain-
old door. Is it a castle?
Stra-
a cave?
s- Strangely enough, nothing. It is a barrier that surrounds an obelisk.
Okay. Just like a giant obelisk.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do we have to touch the obelisk to go inside, or there's no door? Or is it just
You approach it and you are instantly teleported away. As far as we can tell, that's what's happened.
okay? And you know what the difference between a teleport and a disintegrate is?
Well,
That's not.
no.
I may have slept through that class.
They didn't scream in pain as they disappeared. So,
Hopefully, the disintegration didn't start in their vocal cords.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
literally the
come
disintegration
back.
starts from the inside out. It's just a husk at the end. That's good. I'm sorry, Brett.
Oh no, you're fine. I was just asking. Nobody. You were saying nobody's ever come back.
none of the scouts who have gone in have come back. No.
Do you have a way to communicate with them on the inside?
Yeah, did you like tie one to a string?
Well, knowing you guys, you probably have a way. I can.
Soup can telephone.
Yeah.
The string is just hanging in midair because it goes to the portal.
Davril interjects. Do any of you mayhap know the sending spell?
No,
I don't know magic anymore.
I'm sure somebody knows it.
I do not.
Because we know the names of those who went in, but
You didn't think to equip them with sending stones?
well,
Dirt.
It sounds like a real screw up.
I decided all that.
We're just a party of jackasses.
I really want to hear you say that we didn't send these men to their doom unprepared. That's all I want to hear you say, Davril. Please say the words.
listen.
Because you're not saying the words, Davril.
Hmm.
You're still not saying them.
Look, the couple of people that we sent in, two of our best scouts, Killian and Pea Sprout, they
Motherfucker.
haven't come back.
Motherfucker.
You said Killian and Peace,
You
bro.
cannot say that they have survived the Time War because they have not survived it yet.
Hmm.
Now it's my job to make sure that they do not survive the Time War.
They were two very good people to me. They helped me with several missions in the that have been going on while you guys have been out doing other things.
Interesting.
I mean, they could be variants, I guess. You should watch Loki. It's
That's-
so good.
That's
It
the
was
plan.
good.
That's the plan. I've been meaning to. They're hour-long episodes, right?
I think so.
A little bit less.
Yeah, they're.
And there's only 9 of them.
Was it 9? I thought it was 6.
No, I think it was. Yeah, either 6 or 8.
Oh, whatever.
12?
92.
17.
3. No, I think that it was like 6. It was like a really small amount, unfortunately.
I'll tell you. I loved it. It was so good.
I'm doing a Sylvie costume this year.
Excellent.
Good
Well-
old Sylvie. 6 episodes.
6. Okay. So, any other
You know-
questions for the scouts or Davril about where Hamun's lair lies?
Have any mages been able to detect any magic on the obelisk itself?
The obelisk itself radiates intense magic. It is of an undead variance, which concerns us greatly.
But
So, like, negative
that's
energy?
not surprising.
Has anything other than your scouts, has anything approached this obelisk? I mean, like, have any enemies come or gone from this thing?
Not that we have seen in recent days. So we don't know if this is the only way in.
Hmm.
If only we had someone who could help us overcome the power of the obelisk.
I have a
Well, I tell you what, I do have,
Paint.
yes. We could draw a
you know,
keyhole.
art.
That's
Um,
true. We could do that.
I have a question for Istobal. What do you
What?
know? Is there an undead plane?
Yeah, the negative energy plane.
Like, can we go there without dying?
Well, I'm pretty sure that it's not conductive to being alive if you are in the plane, unless you are heavily warded. So no, probably not.
Okay, because if this obelisk is letting off this necromantic magic, and it's teleporting, hopefully, us somewhere, it would make sense for that magic to align with that plane, right? And I'm not sure where Tiamat is held in Undeath, but that feels like a place she would be held.
Would I know that? Would I know where her home realm is?
Roll me. Anybody who wants can roll a history check on this one.
I'm sure it's in the I'm sure she's in the Nine Hells, probably, right?
I know exactly where that bitch is.
You have
Yeah.
heard you.
You've been there, done that.
Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. Basically, you're all very well read on it at this point, except Hafen. He only cares about dragons.
He skipped that class. Tiamat's a dragon!
What?
Hafen, did you know Tiamat's a dragon?
what?
No way.
Don't blow my mind, man.
This whole time we've been hunting dragons together.
Now you know that the negative energy plane exists, but you can't go directly there. You know that you have to get to it by an adjacent elemental plane, but not by a vortex itself, which there are no vortexes nearby. So
Is it safe to assume
This is
that the
Davril saying all
obelisk
this,
is
right?
a vortex?
This is what Davril is telling you, is that you can't go directly there. You have to travel to another plane and then go to the negative energy plane. You can't go directly there.
Okay, so we can surmise that the obelisk is going to bring us to a middle ground plane that can then bring us to the negative energy plane.
You can assume that off of what he's saying, yes.
What's our plane called?
You're on the material plane.
The prime material plane.
Material.
If everybody is quiet enough and you listen on the wind, you can hear Madonna's Material Girl playing very, very, very quietly.
It drifts on the wind.
So it would be interesting to know, I think, what plane is the middle plane in between us and the negative.
Davril it's very easy. It's the ethereal plane.
Okay, so we're going to Ghost Town.
So, to get there, it seems like we would need some assistance. Do you think
I don't think
I'm
we
gonna
need
look up-
assistance. I think we're
to get to the ethereal plane?
I think that's what the obelisk is going to do. It's going to teleport us to the ethereal plane.
What if it just kills us?
Well, then you'll have to start DMing next week.
Total
Mission
party
complete.
wipe. As the party slowly but surely dies once they enter the ethereal plane, a new party emerges from the former Lich's lair, and Davril says, "Welcome, adventurers."
We're all level 1.
Davril the Lich says. Davril is a demi-lich. We just didn't even know.
You didn't know.
He's using an incredibly sophisticated... He's using a clone. That's what this is. It's not even like an illusion.
Or something. What is it? A malfactory or
Phylactery?
phylactery? That's it.
Yeah, Phylactery.
It's embedded in the clone's head. Harry Potter style.
Oh god, he's a Horcrux.
So we're brainstorming ideas on how to get to the ethereal plane right now, right?
So I
I
have.
think we have to. I think
I can use the Staff of the Magi to do plane shift. I also have teleportation. I have ways to get us there or get us back, one or the other.
What about Darunia? Do you guys remember her?
I mean the Goron?
Goron from Zelda?
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
Reunion? Yeah.
As you speak the name,
Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah, our magic item shop.
I thought we'd all
Fellow.
forgotten his name.
no,
Nope.
no, that was you had forgotten his name when you were Armin.
Okay.
No, I remembered it. I was thinking that we should maybe go and check and see if there's anything that we could use to help with our little conundrum getting to the. Are we actually trying to go to the negative energy plane?
I
Do we
think
really
so.
want to go
Well,
there?
I mean, I think Hamun's base is going to be in the ethereal plane, and maybe he's trying to summon Tiamat into that plane so that he can move forward. So we might be able to just go to the ethereal plane and deal with this problem.
Well,
Because
you know,
we
I
can't
mean,
Tiamat.
no, you know at this point that the whole point is Hamun is trying to bring Tiamat into the material plane for some unknown reason.
Right. But
Well,
knowing that
I mean-
knowing that Tiamat is in the negative energy plane and he has to go through another plane to get to us, we might not have to go to the negative energy plane. We might be able to deal with all the shit in the ethereal plane.
is she in the negative energy plane?
That's what our history check said.
Is that what it said?
No, your history check was for what is the negative energy plane.
Oh, I thought I had a T-shirt that said I shook Tiamat's hand in the negative energy plane.
No.
It's a shirt. It says, "I reached through a portal and shook her hand," and it's got the negative energy plane. So, where is she current? We were talking with Davril. Did he explain in our conversation what plane she is being summoned from specifically?
She is being summoned from her home plane.
Which is
Somewhere in the Nine Hells, right?
Which is. Someone want to give me a history roll on that one?
I will.
One of us will get it.
I read it in Hamun's diary when we were younger.
I'm gonna reload real quick because it will not let me go over
Okay.
to the tab that views rolls. I'm clicking on it and it's just not doing anything. For whatever reason. Although, God, it's so much faster than my old computer.
Oh, I bet it is.
It's
All right,
ridiculous.
so who rolled history? Everybody but Sristoval. Well,
I
Sristoval,
rolled.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't roll.
you have a 7.
Yeah, mine's shit. I don't know.
7, 14. So, did you roll, Sean? Is
I did, I
yours
got
the 15? Okay, yours is the 15. Okay.
He knows.
I told you I read it in Hamun's diary.
You read it in Hamun's diary. Well,
She's being summoned from the...
Hafen and
Oh, damn.
Yolanda
Every-
fought there in WW Fantasy.
Yolanda makes a very educated guess and gets it right.
Yes.
But everybody, especially Hafen, who specializes in this, knows that Tiamat dwells in Avernus, the first layer of the outer plane of Bator, known as the Nine Hells.
Ah, well, how about that?
Okay, so this is interesting because we have our plane, we have the ethereal plane that we need to use to get to the negative energy plane, but we also have Avernus.
I think you're I think you're sidestepping a lot because the obelisk is radiating an undead energy, and you've assumed it to be
From the negative energy plane.
from the negative energy plane.
But if
Which
it's undead, it could also be from the Nine Hells.
this is true.
Okay.
So we could go right there. Would explain why nobody's come back too.
Yeah, if they're being ported into the Nine Hells, they're probably not in a very good place.
I can't believe we would send scouts out that don't know plane shift.
Their souls are probably lost too.
None of us were
Remember-
in that mission, so
Yeah.
Do you remember Diablo 2?
Well,
Did
you're currently standing in a magical shop, and you see
Chit chatting.
and yeah, you're just kind of still talking to each other as the elf looking man in front of you with the giant backpack on his back says, "Can I help you, my friends?"
Hold on, we're chatting. We'll get to you in a second.
no, I think that
Waving our
was
arms.
it.
But let me point it out that Yolanda was the one that goes, "Tiamat's in the Nine Hells, right?" And the rest of you go, "Oh yeah,
That makes sense.
You
How
learn
about
some
that?
things when you go evil for a while.
yeah, exactly."
I mean, I was trying to raise him there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Cock my head to the side. Like, really?
Did you forget this bit? I tried to kill innocent people, like, on the daily.
Sean knows this.
Yeah, I guess Arena doesn't. Well, so Arena is like a fusion of two people, right?
Yes.
But without all of the memories of the previous two people?
No, all of the memories would transfer over. It just creates a completely new personality.
Right,
Ah.
but we didn't like all of Yolanda trying to kill people and failing happened out of our line of sight because she was really bad at it, but also sneaky, which is why she got away with it for so long.
So it's more like, you don't say, really? You?
Evil? We did that. We fixed the evil thing.
We did, but I mean, I'm all better now.
I mean, you guys still have that deck of many things that you could draw from if you so desire.
I have never forgotten it.
That's
Yeah.
endgame.
At the very end,
I'm gonna play
The
52
final
card
battle.
pickup in front of Hamu.
to start going through the cards. Got nothing left to lose.
It's like It's like there's 27 cards. I'm gonna pull 25 of them.
See what happens.
It can't get any worse.
Ooh, we could do Russian roulette where everyone just draws a card until the deck's gone.
There's some really nasty cards still left in there, aren't there?
Yes, there
Yeah.
are.
We've gotten several of the good ones. We got the Wish, we got the Fortune. Are there any other good ones?
Yeah, D, you still have 2 wishes.
Oh shit, I forgot about those.
Well, damn,
Yeah.
there's our solution right there.
Yeah, you could wish Hamun was dead.
Just gonna look up at Danuria and be like, yeah, you know what? We figured it out. Thanks anyway.
But hold on. I'm trying to find a magic item I want to buy from him.
Yeah, we do have tons of money. We should
You got a shit ton of money.
we are loaded. Time to it's Christmas time.
Hey,
Or
Dorinda,
whatever
do you
that
have
is
a movable
in
rod?
favor.
Absolutely, that's a very easy magic item.
Excellent, I would like one. Put it on my tab. I'm starting a tab, by the way.
I'll take one too. That sounds like fun. You never know when you can use one.
This is true.
And we have a bag of devouring, right?
We do. So You know what a good way to finish off Hamoon would be?
Bag of devouring.
Take a bag of holding and throw it in a bag of devouring and create a planar rift.
Oh wow!
Just end the whole fight. Suicide mission. Maybe we could send some of those scouts in there with just a set of those.
My full truth here, I don't expect to come back from Hamoon alive. So if it
All right,
comes
well-
down to it and it's him and me, I'll make sure we go.
He walks over to a pot that has several of them just sitting in the pot, and he pulls one out and he says, 500 gold pieces.
Excellent.
For a bag of holding?
No, for an immovable rod.
Oh shit, I was about to say, damn, I'll take 5.
Ooh, I just
Put
had a
it on
thought.
discount.
Can we
I
make
wonder what would
arrows out
happen.
of these?
I wonder what would happen if I wished that all of Tiamat's supporters that were trying to raise Tiamat like changed their mind and didn't want to do it anymore.
Could you have them polymorphed into chickens?
Well, that's just excessive.
But if they all changed their mind, what if they just became cultists for like a goodly god and started to do something evil? This is a monkey's paw kind of thing. You gotta be careful with your wishes.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think of how we could word this to where like there's no one trying to raise Tiamat anymore, and then Tiamat doesn't get raised.
I'll tell you this: if I were the DM, it doesn't matter how you word it. I'm gonna fuck you.
Well, yeah,
No comment.
but we could figure out a way of wording it as carefully as possible to minimize the fuckage. Just the tip.
Are you an expert at just the tip?
Ask my demigod
Why
boyfriend.
don't you just summon him with your wish? We could two birds, one stone.
Well, she's already taken away his power once.
I mean, you don't just summon him.
I get a little confused on the specifics of summoning him. Usually I just go and find a boat. And he usually shows up.
Last time
Just-
a boat appeared on land.
Yeah.
As you guys are standing in Mythdraenor, you say that, and you look back by the inn, and there's a boat just crashed into the ground.
Found him.
That's the other boat, the one that crushed us from above last time, right?
Almost, yeah.
Okay.
Is Sohail watching this? Because I see drunk roll now.
You say, wait, what?
Sohail posted something that said drunk roll now at Sean.
Uh,
So I'm guessing he's watching.
I don't know, Jason. What do I do? Are you watching? I guess I can see in chat.
We have an audience.
I doubt we can
Hey.
see it.
Of one.
Better than 0.
I can't. It says we have 0 viewers.
Maybe he's watching in incognito mode.
All right, so you want to buy an immovable rod. Darunia said it's 500 gold pieces. You said you wanted one as well, Hafen?
Yes, please.
All right, 500 gold pieces.
I'll take 5.
1,000 total. Is there anything else I can help you with? That's but a simple magic item.
Simple is good. We can't
What-
break simple.
What else have you got?
Everything
be-
your imagination could want.
How much is it for another deck of many things?
You see him sharply inhale upon saying a deck of many things, and he says, "Are you sure you want something like that?"
He didn't.
It is a-
He didn't inhale when we said another. He inhaled when we just said deck of many things. We've already got one, man.
You have one?
Absolutely.
How did you come across one? Those are incredibly rare.
I
Oh, this
know,
is
and
our
we're
second one.
Incredibly awesome. Oh, it is our
Yeah.
second one.
Second one, and you want a third one?
Wait, what?
I don't see the problem. Do you have one or not?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Rare. These things we keep tripping
Pull
over.
it out of the sky.
Man, we've thrown away at least 5 of these. Just toss them in the trash at this point.
I'm pretty sure we threw one into the fire at one point.
It is a legendary item. How you have come across 2, I cannot say I will understand. I do have one. I do have one, but it is 250,000 gold pieces for it.
Do we
think we
really
have
need
that
another
much.
one?
Can you really have too many of those, though?
I think so. Yes.
I think one might be too many.
What about? I think our money might be better spent on some.
Can I interest you in something a little less volatile in terms of what you can get out of it?
You can
Roll a
interest
little
me.
better.
You can interest me in one thing specifically. Do you have an
Oh.
iron flask? I'm asking about a specific magic item called an iron flask. I don't know if you're familiar with it, Scott.
Oh no! I know the item. I mean, I do. It is on the same level as the deck of many things. It's going to cost about 250,000 gold pieces if you really want it.
What is this iron flask we're talking about?
Yeah. What is this thing?
This iron bottle has a brass stopper. You can use an action to speak the command word targeting a creature that you can see within 60 feet. If the target is native to a plane of existence other than the one you're on, he has to do a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw or be trapped in the flask.
Oh shit!
So,
Are you really trying to trap Tiamat in a flask?
I was going to say Hamoon, but
Hamoon.
or worst case Ditex. If he's trapped in the flask, he can't escape.
This is true.
So if we if Tiamat comes into our plane of existence, or
It's going to be a bad time.
if he leaves his plane of existence, to go stomping into another one to come into ours, we can trap him with a flask. If we're in another plane of existence with Hamoon, we can trap him in the flask. If we see Ditex, we can trap him in the flask.
Do you think that you could trap a god in the flask, though? Do you think that even being a legendary magical item, that
This is
the
a
power of it?
creature, So
What are the odds that you can catch it with the flask?
So you guys know at this point that very high level creatures such as Tiamat, any kind of ancient dragon,
Usually,
if they have something called legendary resistance to where they can just decide to pass it.
right, but they can't do that every single time. They have a limited number of those.
This is true.
So we wear him down
Wear him down.
with high-level spell attacks, and then boom, trapper in the bottle.
Yep. And then we drop it in the ocean.
Do you have
Yeah.
250,000 gold pieces?
Let me talk to my banker. Jeff, do we have that much money?
We sure do.
It
Not.
must be true if Jeff said it.
Absolutely.
I am looking at your bank, and it looks like that you do not.
We've got about half of that.
Hmm.
But
Well,
we could borrow the rest.
Where are you going to borrow from? Not me.
The Empyrean.
Here's what
Greg.
I'm offering you.
Empyrean up, hit John up for some money.
How about
Just
this,
gonna hit him up for
Groovy?
everything.
Can we rent the iron flask and I will return it to you with either a necromancer or an undead dragon god in it?
I do not want that, he says.
I doubt he wants Tiamat in his possession.
I'll pay you in living entities trapped within the bottle. You just
Do you think I want to bring that much stress into my life?
And then we would always have to worry about him trying to sell Tiamat to somebody.
That's a problem for next adventure.
Yeah, how much do you think a Tiamat would be worth? You ought to ask yourself that question.
Wait, and you guys say this out loud? He says, "You're trying to capture Tiamat and this iron flask? Good luck, because even if you do, I can't imagine that she'll stay in there for very long."
I'll make you a deal. One trap
Who's-
Tiamat.
Who's to say that another deity is not going to come and free her? And if I'm in possession of that flask, if you guys give it to me, I don't want any of that. So
Well, I've also got a couple of I've got a couple of wishes hanging around in my head too, so I'm sure we could figure something out.
Yeah, you could wish for the flask to be strong enough to trap a deity.
Unrelated, I thought this was a pool table for a second, up in the top left.
no, it's a
Cool
glass
ass pool
case
table.
with with some weapons in it.
Can we make that pool table exist? Could you like make a poured resin like pool table with a bunch of wizard staff looking shit inside of it?
Guess
It
what?
seems like a
You've
terrible idea.
You've got 2 wishes.
You could
Well,
wish
let's
for
make
the-
it happen.
Wish for the flask and wish for the flask to be more potent.
No, you
Wish-
can wish for the flask. But if you add any additional modifiers to it, that's going to be a little more expensive than just 1 wish.
Maybe you could use both wishes to reinforce it. That'd be a pretty powerful item. The iron flask with 2 wishes reinforcing the magic on it to make it strong enough to
So y'all
hold
are
deity.
all on board with this, but my idea of just trying to make his followers or make Tiamat's followers like not do what they're doing. No, that was crazy.
I mean, we're all talking crazy right now.
Turn them into hamsters.
Why do you want to first chickens, then hamsters?
Tournament of hamsters?
Turn them into hamsters.
Oh, turn them into
Hot-
hamsters.
Yeah, no, the tournament of hamsters. That's going to start as soon as she makes the wish.
It's led by minks.
Yes, exactly. And Boo is the judge.
Yes.
I like it. Alex said I don't like it when I said that. I guess that's a good thing.
I feel like the tournament of hamsters would just start with someone yelling Hamtaro.
Yes. Drunia, what kind of craftsman are you? Or can you modify my I pull out my giant talking sword. Can you give this a little more oomph?
Oomph? What kind of oomph are we looking for?
Well, see, I have this sword, and I'm pulling out all my weapons at this point.
Hey, he sees your talking sword and he goes, "Where did you get that?"
Why is that everything he's saying? Like what? Why? How? This whole conversation.
What's up with this sword?
I picked it up off a guy.
Can you put it down?
You picked it up off
I
a
wouldn't
dead
want to.
dragon, remember?
I know.
That he's like, how is everybody in your party not already dead?
I just shrug.
Wait,
I'm trying, man.
Hazy says you got to kill this. You got to kill Darunia right now.
I hear you, man. But let's see what he can do for us first.
why would we all be dead?
Wait, Darunia says. Hang on a
He
second.
doesn't like you.
I know. We have a history. How did you get that sword?
I picked him up off the ground.
Off the ground?
I feel like you're dancing around the subject. Like, why does it matter where I got him? How are you and Hazy friends?
I created him
Well, that sounds... Why does he want to kill you, then?
because I gave him life.
Is this true, Hazy? Are you just... Did you
Yes.
watch Inside or something? And you were just
Inside. I am so absolutely glad none of you have read the material that I have pulled this from.
So, Hazy, can I modify you? Are you going to be offended if we tweak you a little bit? I'm asking as a courtesy.
All I want to do is kill.
Excellent.
I'm more
fact-
concerned about this
in-
why we should all be dead part that
In
you kind of
fact,
over.
in fact, you need to kill that sorcerer for saying that just now. He's asking too many questions.
Which are you talking about, Darunia? Or are you talking about Hafen?
Hafen.
Nah, he's all right.
Who's all right? What
I
are
don't
you?
know, man.
Not you.
I don't know. I mean, you should kill them. You should kill them all.
We're gonna go kill a bunch of things. You just need to calm your tits for a second.
So back to the wish idea.
Is there more to that?
Long silence. So could we use that to actually, wait a minute. Let's finish the sword arc.
Okay.
Sean.
You want me to keep going with Hazy?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just mole.
So Mr. Darunia, your sword doesn't like you. He says I should kill you. I would love for you to make him more effective, more able to kill things.
I am not touching that sword, because if I touch that sword, all of you are dead.
Could you use magic
I
gloves?
think you should touch that sword.
What if we use magic chalk or paint?
Where did you get magic chalk? Oh, you can only buy it here.
No, you
I
can't.
think
And I-
we bought it here.
And I know you didn't buy it here.
So hold on. Is
Picked it up off a guy.
Do you have an undead dungeon that we know about, or do you just have some rat that comes in and steals all your shit all the time? and you
Are
don't
we
know
your
about it?
only patrons? Are we the only people that ever pop in here, or do you have other people that buy stuff?
Well, you're the only people in the last 100 years that have come by, so
God,
So you
you're
just
running
sit
the
here.
business very well.
You just sit here staring off into space, waiting
I
for
don't-
somebody to pop in here.
I don't
Listen,
know.
I
How much
am-
money does he charge for this stuff? It seems like it's working.
I'm eternal, so it does not matter.
Do you just sit on those stairs, just waiting for someone to pop in and get excited?
Listen, time is different to me than it is to you. 50,000 years to me is 5 seconds to you, so it does not matter.
Holy shit, he's King the Conqueror. He's a timekeeper.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
So you're not
Is he
gonna
black?
ask him the
Is
question.
he sitting behind a desk like doing like this, like
No,
every
he's-
time we pop in?
No.
Okay. So he's not King the Conqueror then.
So you won't help me make Hazy +1, is what you're saying?
I refuse, is what he says. That
I'm
sword,
starting to think
that
it's a
I am already aware of what that sword can do, and I will do nothing to make it stronger.
Okay,
Sorry,
so-
what was that? What was that, Hafen?
I forget what I said, to be honest.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. It wasn't anything important.
Do you have any magical items you're looking for? I have everything.
Do you have a portable hole?
Absolutely.
I want one. How much is that? I'm running my tally. Don't worry.
Portable hole will cost you 5,000.
How about 4,500?
Huh?
How about 4,500?
Huh? What?
Huh? Roll.
This is a reasonable discount.
Excuse me.
10%.
You ask me to upgrade Hazy, and then you're trying to haggle with me?
Well, you weren't going to upgrade, has he?
You uppity son of a bitch.
Hey, well, before you get all uppity about me asking for a discount, how many repeat customers do you get?
I get more than you can ever imagine.
Because you said
This-
you hadn't
It's
seen
been
anyone
100
in
years,
10,000
dude.
years.
I said 100 years. You deaf motherfucker.
100 years is that's right. 100 years is nothing to a timekeeper.
By the time your arc is over, the next party of adventurers will be here.
Yes. So, repeat customers?
I don't have to worry about that.
So you don't want to give me a 500 gold discount? This
Convince-
appeals to you.
Convince me on why I should give you a discount.
Okay, well, Tiamat's coming into the world.
He who holds my most disgusting creation.
Do you want it back? And I hold
No.
it up to him. Play
I do
first.
not want that back.
I'd like some explanation as to why you keep referring to this thing as it being so bad.
Is it more potent than we know about?
So, if you guys aren't aware at this point, the sword has a soul. and it talks to the wielder. So he's probably asked
It
your
does-
friend here to kill you about 100 times by now, I'm sure, because it feasts on souls.
I shrug.
Is this true, Arena?
I shrug. Yeah. You don't like y'all.
The sword's been telling you to kill us?
I mean, it's been telling me to kill anything and everything. Don't feel special. He wants everything dead.
Okay.
It's not a personal thing.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something you should be wielding.
Oh no, you should cast that thing into the farthest hell that you can find.
So, to be fair, this thing helps us kill literally everything in that last little sprint.
Last
But
little
your
sprint.
mortal soul is in peril.
All right.
It
I
comes
mean,
down to, do you trust me?
well, I did until I found out that you have a sword that's been telling you to kill us, and you hadn't mentioned it yet.
Yeah, that seems like something we should have known.
It seemed irrelevant at the time, honestly.
Should have led with that.
Like, I don't think it matters.
It kind of matters, I would think. Yeah.
I haven't killed you yet. I haven't made any moves to kill you.
So you said yet.
I mean, to be fair, we are mostly on a suicide run all the time.
Well, I'd like to at least make it to the end game without you doing me
I
in
promise
from
that I
behind.
will
or
not
something.
stab you in the back.
Okay.
All right. I feel like Arena's doing like a tomato, kill now, kill later. I mean,
I guess at this point, if Arena hadn't killed us, I guess I don't have much of an argument.
Outside of character, I've probably had this sword for like 2 days, so I don't know how much argument that holds.
Yeah, even though you've had Hazy for like a couple of months, like real time, it's only been like a couple of days in game.
there is some like actual
Well,
time
that's
distortion
right.
happening in this
And
game.
Hathan would have known that Arena just got this a couple days ago. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you've had it long enough to be.
You either trust me or you don't. And if you don't trust me, you shouldn't be going into the 9 hells with me to fight Tiamat.
Well, that's just a trick.
Could
That's-
could I reference a different artifact that I personally am aware of, which
Sure.
Sir Eastavold might be aware of? I don't know. It's
Okay.
a legendary item. It's Charon's Claw. It actually requires a special gauntlet to be able to even weld it. Like to be able to hold it without it just like completely devouring your soul, you have to have a special gauntlet to have it. Otherwise, it will literally siphon the life out of you as you pick it up.
Roll me a history on that.
Okay.
You've got advantage since you are okay. Well, it doesn't matter.
That was a good one anyway.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. You are aware of the artifact known simply as Claw, which is a magical sword and gauntlet designed to battle wizards.
Okay.
You know that it was at one point wielded by a very skilled assassin, but the last you had heard of it, it was destroyed over 100 years ago.
So my question is there something similar that could be used to control this blade? Is there a gauntlet that could be used possibly to subdue the more homicidal tendencies that the sword imparts upon the wielder?
That's some good thinking, Eastavold.
Well, I mean, he's actually not stupid like Numeragas was.
Just
Numeragas would have gotten as far as sword.
sword,
And the end of
sword
that chain
bad,
of
sword bad.
Not
Um,
good.
Darunia strokes his chin and he says, "That was a Neth. That was a Neth artifact, I believe. Yeah, Neth. The Neth. I believe you call them the Neth.
The Netheres.
Yeah. I don't know whatever happened to that specific artifact, but I could make something. Since I created Haziran here, I could make a gauntlet to counteract his tendencies to want to kill everything around him at all times."
His tendencies haven't been a problem.
Yeah, let's get that gauntlet. We'll take one of those.
No problem here.
We'll take one of those gauntlets.
That sounds like you sound like someone who is addicted to a substance. It's like, yeah, I don't have a problem. No, it's not to kill everybody.
I'm
You're
absolutely fine with
crazy.
that assessment.
You're crazy. I wouldn't kill anybody except for that guy over there.
Now, I believe the last time that I had heard of said artifact being used, some assassin was chasing a little halfling about.
Well, yeah, I think everybody's heard that story. Wink.
I could make something similar to the fashion.
That was my line of thought. Just from the tales that I've, heard. I wasn't there.
I have
What
a
do you-
question. Or I'm sorry, never mind.
No, go ahead.
No, you have a question? What is your
Yeah.
question?
I do. You said anything that I can think of. Would you happen to have some sort of artifact that could create any kind of an area on a battlefield that would provide safety for us?
So you're looking for an anti-magic field.
Yeah, maybe somewhere we could retreat to that, or something like that.
So
That's what it is
there-
with a portable hole.
So, so there are two. There's a very simple spell. You can always cast Magic Circle if you know that spell.
I don't believe I do.
What do I
Do I?
There is a magic item that's a small cube that when you throw it on the ground it turns into a fortress. Something like that?
I think it is called.
Go
Lehman's
Daern's
tiny-
Instant Fortress.
What's that?
Daern's Instant Fortress.
Darunia was thinking more of the third level spell, Tiny Hut.
Lehman's Tiny Hut?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
now,
if you would like, if you can't cast that spell, I can make you a item usage for. I can make you a little crystal that can cast it a certain amount of times per day.
would that require attunement?
No, it wouldn't require attunement, as it is a single use item. Not a single use item, but you can use it X amount of times depending on.
And if I remember, fit in the. Let me see. I'm trying to remember how Tiny Hut works.
Tiny Hut works as basically all of you in here can fit inside of a little dome that is created.
Okay.
Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast this, when you use this item, can move through it freely, but all of the creatures are barred from moving through it.
Why are we talking about huts?
That's a good question.
Haven's got an idea.
I was thinking of being able to have a way for us to, provide cover for ourselves if we need it.
Like covered in the middle of a battle?
If things get real hot, we can just real quick
Absolutely. Tiny Hut can absolutely do that, as once you move into it, spells and other effects can't extend through the dome or be cast through it. So the takeaway from this is you can go into it. Spells can't affect you, but you also can't cast spells.
So is the hut itself immune to damage? Like, does it literally create a small hut that they could just like tear down and trap us inside, or?
Creatures can enter the hut, but basically spells become inert once inside the hut.
Okay, so they can't damage the hut from the outside, but they would have to channel in one by one. Yeah, that would be a huge advantage.
But like I said, anything can enter. Up to 9 medium creatures can enter the hut, but only melee physical damage can be done within the hut. No spells can be cast.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll brain them. They come trickling in, we just brain each one.
I don't think Tiamat will fit in the hut with us.
Probably not.
I don't know.
Still-
It, just, it might provide us with a chance to knock some out of the
We s-
fight.
It's not. No, it's actually a good idea. We should get one. How much are they?
A hut, if you would like a single use, I can create one for roughly 5,000 gold for a single use.
We're gonna need more than that because I think it ends if you leave the area. So I'm guessing the person that casts it leaves the area.
Correct.
I want a permanent hut.
We'll need more than one. Maybe.
I want a Baba Yaga type hut that we can summon that has chicken legs and walks
Are you
and
sure?
will crush our enemies for us.
Yes.
I feel like if you want Baba Yaga, we're gonna have to wish for her. She is not something that we could just like buy.
Could we? Is that something we could wish for? You could you could wish for all of the followers of Tiamat to be polymorphed into chickens, and we could also wish at the same time for Baba Yaga's assistance in crushing them, and she could fly from person to person and crush them in chicken form.
So you're gonna wish for an Eastern European fairy tale in a D&D plane of existence.
Yes.
Sure, why not?
An evil witch that eats children in a giant chicken house
Fantasy
to
is fantasy.
kill the chicken. I like this idea.
Like Baba Yaga's probably a badass.
Oh, there's no doubt. Yeah. I wouldn't
Did
mess with Baba Yaga.
Did anybody watch the new Hellboy?
No.
Not
I
yet.
actu-
So, would you like a single-use hut?
people were railing on it. It was actually really good. I liked it.
Railing
I-
on what?
The new Hellboy.
I've never
Yep.
seen anything Hellboy that I didn't like.
I love
People were-
Hellboy.
People were saying like, "Oh, well, it's not
Ron
what's his
Perlman.
name? No, not Ron. Who's the director?
Oh,
Guillermo del Toro." They were like,
World.
"It's not Guillermo del Toro, so it's not good." But I watched it. It was totally fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
That's-
and both
that's
of
Yeah.
I'm sorry, both Ron Perlman and Guillermo, I think, had to come out and were like, guys, give the movie a freaking chance.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
people
mean, there
are-
was literally nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
But
People
Baba
just be
Yaga is in that
bitches.
one, and she's nasty.
Excellent. 'Cause she's in some of the, in the comics. In the Hellboy, there's a whole storyline.
The
of
main
him.
story arc is all about Baba Yaga.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a while. It's been like 10 years since I've read a Hellboy.
It's been about 3 years since I read it. I actually made a point to, like, after I watched the movies, to go and find them on a PDF and just read the whole thing. It's awesome. It's so good.
If you haven't, the animated movies they made were really good. I have them all.
Blood and Fire, or was it? I
Uh,
don't remember. Thunder
Blood
and
and
something.
Stone or Ice and something. Yeah, I forget the names of them, but there were 3 of them. They're all really good.
I haven't watched any of them. I'll have to do that next.
Well, Darunia is like, all right, you guys have been hanging around for a while. Is there anything else I can help you with?
So we
We're
really have
standing around.
We need to be
Your
able to cast more than once. Is back to what you were asking. I think we need to be able to cast it more than once.
We're standing around talking about Hellboy in his lair.
Hellboy, what are you trying to go to the nine hells?
Well,
Yeah,
as a matter of fact, we are, sir.
Well, for every use, 5,000 gold.
Okay, how many uses do you think we'll need? Probably 5, maybe. That's probably over.
We use 5. Shit's
Yeah.
going so bad.
I don't
It's
think we'll
already
need
gone sideways.
We
We
all
might
get
as
our
well,
own hut.
we might as well have it. That's 25 grand, right?
25 grand. Yep.
Chump change.
If yeah.
Okay, so put that on the list. Because I do think that is a great idea for if we get waylaid by a large amount of enemies, we can just like pop into our magic hut and then fuck them up as they walk in.
Assuming they walk in. Darunia, do you have like a cloak that makes me resistant to magic?
I have cloaks that can make you resistant to types of magic.
But not like...
You want something that resists all magic, don't you?
I would love a mantle of spell resistance.
Are you looking shit up and then
I've
you're
got
like
the
trying?
fucking DM's guide in front of me and I'm just like flipping through it. It's like, can I afford this? Can I afford this?
For you, 50,000.
50,000? What if I trade you this Vorpal sword?
45,000.
Okay, wait, hold on. You're trying to trade in the one thing that you could use other than your murderous weapon?
No, I have another one also. I have the 9 Live Stealer as well.
Oh, okay.
Are we still working on the glove for that?
Yeah, I
that
can do
still an
the
option?
I can do the glove. It'll be 100,000.
100,000.
Would you prefer
It's
to
like-
touch the sword? Darunia?
Nope. I know what that sword is
As he
capable
wants
of.
to say hi.
I know what that sword is capable of, and if you continue to wield it, your friends are going to suffer.
Well, for our sake, can you cut us a little bit more of a deal?
Yeah, like maybe not 100,000 deal.
He's very concerned for our health, but also he doesn't give a fuck.
That is after already a considerable discount, but this is my fuck up. All right. All right,
You'll do
just
it
this
for free.
Should be free.
just this once. Just
This
this
is-
once. If I do this, no discounts going forward.
This is a Hattori Hanzo kind of deal.
No discounts going forward. Do we have an agreement?
Or any
But
of
I
us?
love to haggle.
Do we have an agreement?
What
No,
does
no,
this,
no,
what does
no,
this
no.
gauntlet do? Before y'all like strap me down and force this thing on my hand,
Your brain dead, but you can hold the sword.
like I'm wandering around with my eyes glazed over.
You're literally brain dead. You can't do anything else, but you can hold the sword.
So it's not a magic glove. It's just a really heavy piece of metal, and you hit me in the head, and I can't hurt it anymore.
No, the gauntlet works by literally neutralizing your entire personality. You're just a blank at that point, but you can hold the sword.
Uh,
I didn't know that part.
Hazzy, they want to neuter you.
No. Hazzy says, they're not trying to neuter me.
Oh.
Oh shit, this is a gambit by Tiamat to neutralize the party.
I need to know what this silly little glove is gonna do before you think about strapping it on me.
All right. So when you wear the gauntlet, the gauntlet
May
has,
cause sterility. Erectile dysfunction, definitely.
Take whatever pill has the most side effects, all of them, 100% of the time.
Nausea, vomiting.
do you have problems being soft?
Oh,
What are you gonna do to me, Darunia?
It's not what I'm gonna do to you. It's
Why
with the
don't you
claw.
why don't you just tell me what's gonna happen, and then I can walk away with my
When
ability
you-
to haggle still intact.
When you put this glove on, it is going to more or less put your personality into stasis as Hazy kind of takes over, but it does not give him the murderous intent.
So I'm giving up my free will.
Correct.
No, absolutely not. I am not a backseat driver in my own car, in my own horse.
As he looks at you, he says, "Sure thing, mister. I'm already two people merged into one."
Everyone's in the front seat here.
No, that's not how that works.
You're not talking about a merger, which is very different. You're talking about a complete control, a complete possession.
Hazy will take control, but he loses murderous intent.
I can't trust him to get the job done. Sorry, buddy.
Is
You
that
should-
really how the gauntlet works?
Well, my interpretation of the gauntlet.
God, I have a.
You know what? Cerise Paul said, you know what? Forget I said anything. We'll just take our chances with murderous arena.
I've been killing. I'm the only one telling y'all to take prisoners.
If I remember, you were the one that put a sword through the chest of one of the wizards that you captured.
And hey, I've been using non-lethal as much as I can.
This is true.
With Monk.
All Eastival
You
has
and
been
your
doing is just
logic, get the fuck
break
out.
break their hands, break their hands, and I'm sitting here going, Jesus Christ, you guys are a good party.
We are good. We're good at breaking hands.
We were good.
Didn't
And
at
it's
one
been a
point the two
long
of you
quest.
wanted to like order somebody?
Okay, but for that mantle of spell resistance, 45,000.
45,000. That's very expensive. Banker?
Well, it gives you resistance to all spell checks.
I know.
So
I don't know if we can afford it. Is the problem? The price isn't a concern to me. It's a concern to the bank.
Tell you what,
How much is this
I
worth?
tell-
A 9 live stealer, and I swing it around.
I could get about 10,000 for that.
Okay.
And then he looks over and he sees the weapons that both Yolanda and Hafen are holding, and he says, "But I like those better."
Hey guys, you want to trade in your weapons so I can get a cape?
No,
No.
nope. You can't have my staff.
It's a pretty good cape.
I like
Hey.
that feather. I like that feather
Pretty
staff.
awesome staff.
Darunia says that feather staff's a very unique item.
Yeah, no, but I like it because I hit people with it, and that's kind of my thing.
You can just punch him. You're a monk.
He
Yeah, I like
speaks
the staff.
truth.
But I do both, so why would I give that up?
Well, you wanted me to give up my whole person.
I didn't want you to do anything. You're the one coming up with all this bullshit.
No, the glove is not me.
The glove was all Jeff.
Everyone was agreeing that they think Hazy is a danger.
Has he is
I
a
think
danger.
that is a danger, but once he got to the whole personality erasing thing, I'm not as behind it as I was before.
Think of it as blanking your mind and just letting the weapon take over.
Sounds bad. I can't have two personalities being overpowered by one. Or I fused a fusion of two personalities. Is there three of me? What about that damn thing that Serena was possessing? Shit, man, I'm confused. There's something wrong with me.
Well, if you're not going to do if you're not going to do the gauntlet and you don't want to buy anything else,
I
The door's
want some
behind-
potions.
the door is behind you.
I would like some potions.
Potions I can do. I've got every potion you can imagine.
I need potions
Were you
of flying and potions of speed.
Those, yeah, I can do those. Let me.
Were you not enjoying our company?
Well, you're not spending money, so.
Trying to, but you're being a dick about it.
Well, I'm sorry that you guys can't afford what I offer.
I thought we were friends.
Obviously not.
So you want potion of flying?
Yeah, like 3 of them. 3 flying and 3 speed. You know who is my friend? I hold up the sword.
No,
Okay, I don't. Yeah,
no. Do not trust.
I don't like this.
He's been fine the whole time.
The whole time.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
So for every potion of, it is 5,000 gold per potion.
5,000 per? Jeez.
Per.
How many still?
They are very rare potions,
Okay.
so they are not easy to make.
Right. It looks like I already have 1 potion of speed.
I believe you guys already have a potion of flying in possession, I think.
I don't have
That
it
might-
in my inventory.
It might be in Jeff's, if it's in anybody's. I feel like
Oh, I was definitely going to use one in that last fight, but I ended up painting the
you
floor
didn't.
instead.
Yeah, you didn't. Any other potions? I probably would suggest some potions of healing.
You think those will work in the 9 hells?
Well,
Yeah,
you're not
we-
undead, are you?
We should get some more.
Some like greater healing?
Some greater and some superior.
For the greater and superior, you know what? We'll do a deal. You
We're
buy a
friends now?
basket. You do a basket of them. I'll give you 5 of each for 10,000.
That's not bad. And it comes in a basket.
Comes in a basket. Also, if you have that deck of many things, I would suggest throwing it out.
Probably not going to do that.
Nothing good will come of it.
Well, neither will the end of the world.
Yeah, so we get we'll buy those potions. Anything else anybody want? Yep. Anybody want anything else?
Jeff,
You have been quiet this whole time. Durania looks at Yolanda. Can I help you with anything?
Do you have anything that's better than my feather staff that I could hit people harder with?
Let's see. Let's see as he flips through his ledger. Do. He pulls out a dagger and he goes, I have the special dagger. I call it the Iron Rain.
Can I use it?
Absolutely. It requires attunement, but it is a +1 bonus attack, +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with the weapon. When you use the attack action, you can replace one attack with throwing the daggers and using the command word on the dagger. When you do that, all of the creatures in a 30-foot cone roll a dexterity saving throw. Creatures that fail the save take damage equal to the weapon's attack from the dagger.
What's the damage of that weapon?
damage is... Let's see. Oops. The dagger is going to be a 1d10 plus 2 weapon.
1d10 plus 2
Mm.
versus.
I said one. I said plus 1, but then I said plus 2, so it's plus 2 bonus to attack.
Hello.
So 1d10. All creatures within a 30-foot cone make a dex saving throw based on your spell save, and if they fail, they all take damage equal to 1d10 plus 2.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I could have
Is-
that and my feather staff and use them for whichever circumstance I need. I could chuck it and then start hitting people.
For you, I'll do a deal. 5,000 gold pieces.
I look back and go, we got the money for that? I think we do.
Chump change.
Sure, let's do it.
Excellent. It is a deal. What is that you just rolled?
Discount roll.
Oh, did I? Oh.
It's the discount roll.
You got a 26. That means it's only 2,600 pieces.
Okay. 5,000 gold pieces, and I'll throw in 5 greater potions of healing.
Ooh,
Ooh,
that's
fun.
not bad.
Yes, let's do it. I was really just trying to add it, but let's do it.
5,000, you get the dagger. So 1d10, remember, 1d10 plus 2.
Okay.
Plus your proficiencies, obviously.
Yeah.
And then you
It's-
get 5 potions of greater healing.
Yes.
So be sure, you know what, let me copy paste this for you so you don't forget about it. I'll paste this in the D&D chat for you.
I think I found it. Where I can put it. What, the description stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. I looked it up. Is it plus 2 to attack or plus 2 to damage?
Plus a plus 2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon.
Okay, cool.
So I'm just gonna tie it to your spell save as a dex saving throw.
Swank. Damn, plus 13 altogether.
Plus 13 to use that dagger.
Yeah, I get plus 4.
Not bad.
Sir Yusuvald rubs his hands together and he says, I can just see you killing all sorts of low-level demons with that. He just starts cackling maniacally.
Now I have to decide what I want my command word to.
Yeah, you get to choose your command word. You could be like peanut butter. And there
Shazam!
you go. How about you, Magic
Fuck it.
Man? How about you, Magic Man, Mr. Sorcerer who hates dragons? Is there anything I can interest you in? As he writes down in his little notepad.
Sir Yusuvald says, we got money to burn. He starts throwing gold coins up in the air.
We got money and magic items that we don't need.
I don't know. I think I'm good. I got the hut. I've got my staff. Got my coat. I think I'm
to
good.
go.
So there is nothing I can interest you in at all. No magic.
None that I can think of.
Maybe some potions. We should all stock up on potions, actually. Everybody should get like
Well, we did just buy a basket while you were up. We got 5 greater and 5 superior healing.
That's separate from the 5 greater healing potions that D got with her purchase of her weapon. So don't forget to mark those in your inventory, D.
Yes.
How much are supreme healing potions?
Supreme.
That's the good shit. Easter Bolt says that.
That's the good
I
shit.
want the good shit. Don't give me these greater healing potions. I want supreme.
You want Supreme. Well, Supreme does the best. It's the best. No qualms about it. It is the best healing potion. What was that?
What?
Oh, Chef's Kiss. Tell you what, if you buy 10, I will do 5,600 gold pieces.
56. What are you? Some kind of one-arm bandit?
Going once,
56?
going twice.
How much money do we have left after all these purchases we made? I have in the collective bank 106,542. How much do we have left after all of our minor purchases and major purchases?
Everyone is keeping track of what they're purchasing, right?
Yes.
We're running a tab.
What's your tab?
I'm only at like, oh wait, how much did you say flying and speed potions were? 5,000.
They were 5,000 each for those two.
Pulling out a calculator. 5,000 for the dagger.
I'm at 35.
5,000. Yeah, 5,000 for the dagger plus 10,000 for the potions plus 5,000 for the basket of potions.
23,500 total so far.
15,500 from me.
And 25 for the tiny huts.
Yes.
All right, so let me start over. D 5,000
Mm-hmm.
plus Ethan total.
Me?
Total.
The 25 plus the basket, which was 5, so 30.
Yes.
30,000.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, and what's your name? Don. Arena, yes.
That is my name. 25. Or I
What's the
have,
total of Arena?
15,500.
Jesus Christ, we've already won half of the jackpot. All right.
This is the big show.
So I'm saying, let's get
We'll
these
spend the rest on confetti
supreme.
cannons. Hey, Magic Man. Not Hafen, sorry. Darude.
So to get 10 of these potions, it would be 50. It would be the rest of our money, basically.
Oh, 10 supreme healing potions. If you need to spend it on healing potions, just do it. It's not
Well,
a bad idea. Save your
Yeah.
Well,
save your spell
yeah,
slot.
and these are big ones too. This is like a health bomb. It's gonna hit you right in the colon.
Just do it because if you don't, I'm gonna spend all our money.
Well, I was thinking we could do like everybody's main stat could get a specific potion that would increase it to the max.
I already have
So, like-
24 strength.
What about 26 strength?
It's not that much of a difference.
What if you had 30 strength?
I mean, now you're
Okay.
talking dirty.
So, all right, supreme healing potions seem like they would be a pretty good investment then. Everybody could get 2, right? 4,
I'm
2,
down with that.
2, 4, 6, 8, and then we'd have 2 just floating around. I mean, that's what is it? Is it 2d10 plus 20
For what?
for the supreme healing potion?
Yeah, I know. A supreme healing potion is 10d4 plus 20.
Just kidding. Yeah, that's like a full heal for Hayfen, and then for the rest of us, like up over over a third. What do y'all think? 50,000 gold, valuable? Sean's like, yeah, yeah. All right,
Spend that money, whatever.
okay. So that will leave us penniless.
I'm about to. Now I can bargain because I don't have any money.
Yes, and now you can start parking.
How many? What do I add to my inventory out of that? Is it 2 supreme healing potions each?
Yes.
So you complete the purchase. You complete the transaction with this.
All right, and then I'm gonna subtract 100,500 gold from the total of 106,000, which will leave us with 6,002.
Excellent. You have made a fine purchase today, Darunia says, as he hands over all of the items to you. And he says, just for your patronage today, I will bestow upon you this extra package. And he hands you a boutique gift-wrapped basket with
Chocolate.
several items inside. And he says, on behalf of your purchase, I give you 2 potions of heroism.
Well, hot damn.
1 potion of storm giant strength.
Which one is
And
that?
which one is what?
The storm giant strength. What level strength is that?
That is the highest one you can get. Potion of giant strength, storm giant. That is legendary. Raises your strength to 29 for 1 hour.
All right, so hold on. Let's do it one at a time. Who's gonna get the 2 potions of heroism? Who are our melee classes that want to benefit from that?
I'm a melee.
I will not benefit from that. Both of y'all take it.
Yolanda, no, you're not.
I am melee. That's all I do.
No, you only do non-lethal damage.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So
Give it
you
to
get
me.
1.
Write it down in your inventory. Like just drop it in somewhere on your character sheet.
Okay, what's it called again?
A
Heroism.
potion of heroism. If you do a search in our compendium, it should come up.
I'm sure I'll Google it right before I use it.
Oh,
at some
yeah.
point.
Yeah, literally just type in 5e potion of heroism should come up.
That's a good one though.
Yeah.
It's 10 temporary hit points and bless.
Yeah, you get blessed for an hour.
Yeah, so it's good.
Yeah.
And that'll free me up to cast other spells that are concentration spells instead of bless.
Okay, so potions of heroism aside, you get 1 potion of storm giant strength, which means your strength score for 1 hour is changed to 29.
Oh shit.
Yay.
Well,
I
that's
give up.
either you. Ooh, go ahead.
I was gonna say y'all both got the heroism one.
So I've got a cloud giant potion still in my inventory, so that's 27. So I'm good. And actually, Hafen, if you need one, I've got 3 potions of stone giant strength that I could give you too. So that way, if you want to hit like a Mack truck, you can.
He's gonna pull 3 of those out of his pockets, down them all, and his. robes are
Well,
gonna
no.
shred.
So if you drink all 3, your strength is still 23. It doesn't matter.
But his
No, it's
shred.
46. Your strength would be 46.
No, it would be like
They
it would
stack.
be, it would be like 70 something if it stacked.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna give you one of those anyway. Just
No,
That
it'd
way
be
you-
if you could stack it. If you drank all 3, it would be 69, which would be nice.
Yeah.
Yo.
I'm giving you one of those potions, Hafen, so that you can bludgeon someone to death with your staff of the Magi.
Yeah, I might like dive bomb somebody and knock the crap out of them.
Okay, so after the 1 potion of storm giant strength, you get 2 and I count 2 oils of sharpness.
Cool. I just did it. Put it in your inventory, Brett.
So, oil of sharpness, if you are not aware, you coat 1 slashing or piercing weapon type. And you get +3 bonus to your attack and damage rolls for 1 hour.
We get how many of those?
2.
I feel like me and you can split that, Jeff. I don't think you have any sharp weapons, right, D?
No,
Well, I've got the dagger, but
So you could potentially apply it to that, but your main weapon is a blunt weapon.
Does it stack with other effects? Like my greatsword's already a +2.
It would stack, so you would get +3 to that.
Okay.
So should I use that with my sword? My Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Lightning diamonds.
I've added one of those to my inventory.
One
Okay.
of the oils of sharpness.
Yes.
It takes 1 hour to apply it.
What
Yeah,
How long does it
the
last?
fuck?
for an hour.
So it takes an hour to. So what does it do again?
I'm sorry, it takes I misread it. It takes 1 minute to apply and is available for 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was about to
wait
say,
till our
Jesus
first long
Christ.
rest,
My
sign
bad.
out.
Knowing in advance, well in advance, that you're going to be fighting someone.
So,
I don't know.
thank you for your patronage, Durania says. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Oh, yes, there is. I'm out of money. I've come
Came
to
out with
bargain. I
Don't
take-
you want to add some extra perks on there?
Pray tell, wielder of Haziran, what do you come to
wait.
bargain with?
I take off my belt, and I take 2 swords, and I lay them in front of him. I've got a Vorpal sword, a sword of 9 lives, 9 lives stealer sword, and
I sold you that. I sold you this sword.
I know it was great.
It's used. You've used some charges from it.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
I can look at the sword and tell that you have.
No, you
Twice. 2 times.
Can't even lie to the damn vendor.
Merge them together for free, please.
I offer you these 2 swords and this belt of giant strength in exchange for the mantle of spell resistance. I also have this
First of all,
orb.
says, "Oh shit."
I pull out an orb from my bag that a great necromancer had used in his tomb.
Orb? What kind of orb is this?
I've got it labeled as the Orb of the Coward Cat from the last dungeon. It was the key to the final room.
What is this bullshit you're trying to pull on me?
It is.
Hey,
It was the key item for the last dungeon to get us through the door.
Oh, those orbs to get you into up to Ozak. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you lay those on the counter. I want you specifically on those items to roll me a deception.
On the orbs?
Yeah, you're trying to pass these orbs off.
I mean, yeah. I don't know
The
there's
rest-
anything deceptive about it, but sure.
they're genuine orbs.
Okay,
I
okay.
promise.
If not deception, all right, give me
They're round.
give me persuasion on those.
Okay. I'm fine with persuasion. It's still a 0, but I'll do it.
Durunia picks the,
100% real orbs. I promise.
he picks the orbs up. He picks one of them up, and he inspects it as he kind of just turns it around in his hand. He's like, the rest of the weapons, I will take them. The orbs, there still seems to be some magic that resides inside of them. I will take these as well. Very well. I will trade all of these for the spell resistance mantle.
Excellent. Nice doing work with you. Let's get out of here before he figures out what I gave him.
Before he realizes how bad you screwed him over.
I don't think I screwed him. I think he got
Well-
a pretty fucking good deal.
Well, considering you traded 2 very rare weapons for 1 very rare cloak, not that bad of a deal.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So you have a spell mantle now?
Yes, I have advantage on saving throws against spells.
Can't be too bad. All right. He says, if you are done here, the door, you know where the door is, as you have come in and out many times now.
It feels like a very rude way to say leave.
And after we spent so much money in your store.
You find yourself back in Myth Dranor, in front of everybody else. All right, I think this is a great stopping point for the evening.
We're
You
not
have
gonna all stand in front of the Empyrean and flex and be like, check us out.
just be like, "Goo."
Look what we did.
Well, we can cover that next week. So,
Next Sunday.
oh, that's right. We're gonna take a 2-week break since Brett is unavailable next week.
2-week break.
2 week.
So we will be back on March 8th. Or March 8th. August 8th.
September 8th.
Jay, that's a long time to prepare for this battle.
See you in 6 months.
Well,
Two-
that would
2 weeks from now, on August 8th, we will be back. So,
Cool.
And
some,
I know this is going to be a while off, but September, there's a whole bunch of weekends I'm not going to be here in September.
So let's wrap
Maybe
this
we
whole thing up in August.
yeah.
maybe we could change the day then if that's the case. If you're going to be unavailable for most of the month, maybe we could just like swap it to a different day.
Because I've got Dragon Con one weekend, and then one weekend I've got a bachelorette party, and then the next weekend I've got a wedding to be in. So,
Oh, boy.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Could
we can, yeah.
Wiggle around maybe her schedule a little bit.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with picking another day if we need to.
Maybe
Figure it out
we
when
can
we get there.
swap our Tuesday, Wednesday game.
I'm with me.
Yeah.
Oh, it works fine for me.
We'll talk
Well, so
about
just-
in that game. See how it goes.
Just post in the chat which days you're going to be unavailable, and then we can figure it out from there.
I'll do it a little bit closer to though, so we're not, you know.
So when y'all were talking about ailments, that got me thinking about the thing I posted to our Discord. By the way,
Ailments.
y'all were, I don't even remember what we were going through, different kinds of ailments. And that, I forgot what we were talking about, but oh well.